morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Timberborn. We are at the end of a long drought. This is actually, I didn't realize how low this was. Hopefully this doesn't drain. Oh, that's why we're still running that. I didn't realize we were running that. Let's turn this one on at least. That'll help. That'll help a bit. That'll keep that up. We need to keep this up because we have all this in here that's got to keep growing. Today, what we want to work on, or what I want to work on, not necessarily we, I want to work on getting this area set up to start having farming all along here. And so to do that, we need to get some dams built here and some dams built here so that these always hold water during the drought seasons. I've thought about damming this up so that we can get water running down here as well, but that I don't think that's necessarily needed. Oh, we also have them working down here. I forgot about this. We got plenty of gears, so they'll be done this in no time. That'll be, and then that'll cover that up, which means we'll no longer have bad water coming down this way, which should mean that this will then eventually just all turn green, all along here, all along there. We're gonna have a lot of green space. But like I said, I want to turn this into our farming area. To do that, there's a few things we need to do. First of all, I'm gonna get us set up, and I'm gonna platform all of this right here. I know I don't have to platform all of it. I know it's actually kind of maybe wasting supplies if I platform all of this. Just because we're not going to be walking across it all. But if I set up a a lumberjack flag right here, this can all then be cut up, which is what I'm going to set them up to do, which is why I want the platforms all there, because I want to do something. This is all gonna be probably no, I was gonna say this is all probably gonna be working on robots, but no, I don't think this is gonna be robots. This is gonna be something else over here. Honestly, might be a good spot to set up another wood farm, but I think our wood farm here is doing great. 890 logs. We've got all of our planks and everything. I'm considering doing more storage for all of our planks and logs and lumber and everything else so that we just have more of it. But I think over here, this is where we're going to do robots when we eventually set up our robots. But for now, I want to set up food because I want to grow our little community. I'm thinking of getting rid of all of these houses here. I know initially I said I wanted to turn this whole area into the city center, and I'm still considering that. I think that might be a fun idea to do. But I also like having this being like the residential block right here, and then having this being like a bunch of the stuff that they can get when it comes to well-being, like detailers, the carousel, dance hall, mud pits, stuff like that. I want to put all that in here, which means I do want to get rid of all these trees. I do want to get rid of all these logs. The problem is we're gonna have to get rid of a lot of this aquatic farm stuff, but we have the perfect area to do an aquatic farm over here, so that really wouldn't be too bad. I could even blow out all along here, all around here, and maybe get more water space. That would actually be a really good idea. So there's a lot of things in motion that we can do, but for now it is getting this all done and also getting this done. This will be the first thing they get done. Let's just click this up to 2 so that we get moving on. I did not realize how long the days last in 1. I don't play this game in 1. You've seen me. I generally play it in 3, to be honest. But we've got plenty of logs here. This is like a consistent flow of logs coming in, 61%, and there's still way more logs or trees for them to get. So I think we can start just getting rid of the resources around here. Oh no. Oh, dozen a day, dozen a day, dozen. So we should be good. This should fill up. This should fill up before everything dies. So yeah, I think that might actually be a good idea. Turn this into our aquatic farm area. Let's look into that. Where is our landscaping? And we can get our dynamite, and we can just place a bunch of dynamite over here and place it along here. And as long as we keep a 1 block difference, a 1 block space all along here, that'll prevent the bad water from coming up here, which will give us a lot of space for setting up. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. It'll give us a lot of space for setting up an aquatic farm. I think I might actually undo this right there. So this way we can set up the aquatic farm here and it should reach its best area. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But that is like the last thing I'm worried about right now. But moving that aquatic farm would then make this whole area a very good area for like the city center. That's what I'm planning for this to be, is the city center. So I want each level here, this side and that side, this side and that side, to be different crops on either end. And then setting up aquatic farm over there will make it so that this can all be just play area. So then we can set up the housing over here. I like that. I like that idea. I hope you guys do too. So, with that, seeing as how we're getting our planks back, I also do want to start messing around and setting up automation. Specifically, I want to set up automation for these to go up during a bad water tide. But also, I want to look into automation for some of the other things. Oh, I forgot we set this up as well. I totally forgot we were setting this up, which is kind of necessary because our metal blocks are very low. We have 152 metal blocks, but scrap metal, I don't think we have any at all. Yeah, we don't have any scrap metal, so we're going to need some of that. I think, and also, at this point, maybe another builder's hut, another builder and hauler's hut, maybe somewhere around here, would be a very good idea. Especially if I'm going to start, well, we have 10 beavers that are vacant. Oh, well, we got to get the water going again. And that's gonna get a lot of them no longer having the vacancy. So we have 3 beavers that are vacant. I also want to turn back on the observatory so that we can start building back our science up, because 14K, we need a lot of science for all this stuff, for all the automation. So I want to get the science rolling again just to have that. I should just not upgrade, but I should just make more science, or purchase. That's the word. I should just purchase everything that I need for the science. But yeah, we're running low on beavers to do what I'm gonna want to do out here. And if I want to get more, like I said, work more hunter or builders and haulers on this side to make building and hauling faster over here, we're gonna need more beavers. So let's do that too. I've been eyeing up this spot right here. So to build here, I need a 2 block. Alright, so, let's high priority that as well. So, I figured if we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 18, 27 buildings set up here, we can get rid of all these, and then we can continue to work on more housing. I think I can also fit another house back here. I just gotta see how it will lay out like this. And we can get a set of stairs. I'm really enjoying these round stairs. Set of stairs right there. And we can high priority these as well. I want to get these buildings built first before anything else. This one is done and it is closed, so we're no longer getting bad water there. So now look at all the water going around. It's slowly making its way around that way, but it's also making its way this way as well, because this will like slowly overflow. I think what I could do is just drop these down by 0.5, and that'll just have a constant river going this way. And that'll cut through and turn all of this green. And it'll just make... I don't need to turn it all green. It'll just make me happy to see it be green. Now that these are being built. Once these are done, I can get rid of all this housing, because these 4 is all this, and this one will be additional housing. So I guess maybe we should also set up one more other big house over here. I can't quite fit it in without having to set up some stairs, which, you know what, I think I could figure out a way to set up some stairs without having to destroy the path, because I like having that path there. So if we go ahead and bring this here, and then get the round path to there, we can connect that there. I like that. I like that as well. So yeah, let's get all this to be priority. All of this area to be priority. Maybe we'll beautify this a bit, but being able to deal with this means that we can move these, move all of this. Yeah, I like it. I like it. All right, let's just wait for all this to get built before we start moving on to something else. All right, now that the 4 are built, we're gonna demolish all of these. We don't need them down here anymore. It's gonna it's gonna mess with some things, because we got some new beavers born and things like that, but it shouldn't be too... We should be able to... There we go. We just finished it off. We just got it all done. I wanted to get rid of that. I wanted to get rid of that. Now let's get rid of this. That's the next part. I was also thinking something smart that would happen. I know it's not a far distance between here and there, but if we're gonna have this be like the big main home, something that would be nice to add is like a centerpiece, like a transit way, basically. So I can see... I'm trying to find a spot where I can build this, that it will let me connect. There we go. And then we can connect this to here, so that this way when they all wake up, they can just come down here, zip to there, and then zip to their jobs. Now, yet some of them can easily zip, or just run right over here, and honestly, that could work. What are you saying? Are you saying there's no path? Oh, you're good now. Hopefully they can reach the roofs. They should be able to. Yeah, because they have to climb up to get to them anyway. So they should be able to. So yeah, so once they get that done and connect these two, they can go back and forth a lot easier, which means it just make movement quicker. That I'm not too worried about getting done. That's just going to get done when it gets done. Now, let's worry about this. This is running. This is running good. We need to dam up. What we need to do is set up a dam. And yeah, I'm just going to do dams. I'm not going to do... I guess I could do floodgates. No, a dam will be fine. A dam will do exactly what I want it to do. So we need to dam up here. And we need to dam up here. And is there another change in elevation? It does not look like it. And I can't dam up here because we have that. So that's going to be... I wonder if I could do this. This will be... right there like that. That'll start getting us down here. And then we can... I was also going to try to get us to be able to go down here as well. Again, we're going to be doing a lot of zipline stuff to get us down there. A lot of zipline stuff to get us down there as well. To make traveling this far not that far. But we still need to get all of our houses done. Which our houses are done. That's cleared up. Oh, they're working on up here. Which, honestly, let's do this. Let's get this done. Because now we'll have the battery storage. And something I could do. Something I was thinking about. Once we get the batteries built and up here. Something that we can do is blow into and explode into all the way down to bedrock right here to make the battery storage longer and more to give us more battery storage. Right now we're producing a lot of power. I believe we're producing a hell of a lot more power than we're using, but these will be good for when the droughts start. When the droughts start and all this stuff is off, when they kick back on, we will always have the power to get everything running right away, to get all this stuff running. Oh, look, it's a lot more of it is turning green, which means a lot more good water is going over there. Let's wait for our battery supply to get done. Now, I do see here we do have a scavenger. I think one is fine. I just want to get rid of the ruins as time goes on. I think maybe we should prioritize this by haulers just because it already is. So good. Because it is just so far away that we need to prioritize it by haulers. But they are finishing up these gravity batteries, and then they're going to have to finish up these power shafts, which we have plenty of logs for. So that'll be done very, very shortly. This is one, like, I have this zip line set up here, but then they have to run up here, and that's why a lot of this is taking so long, is because they have to run up here to get all the way over here to start building some of this stuff. So our supply is 4,000. Our demand is only 1,400 right now because it's nighttime. But these can each hold 16,000 power. So we should be good forever at this point with how many batteries we have built up there. So we don't have to have things going and running anymore right now. All right, we have 10 unemployed beavers. We have, what is it, a drought coming in 3 days. So, right now, like I said, would probably be a good point to set up a hauling post and a builder's hut. And I want to put that out here. And here. We get them out here, that'll help them with this stuff over here. Because we're still going to use this as our primary storage area. I like having this set up as the primary storage area. I want them... I mean, they're not going to... It's going to disintegrate at some time, but... Can we gather them? I prioritize the gathering of that stuff so that it's just out of the way. But yeah, use the storage out here, so we're going to need to get a way for them to get back up here quickly. And we could set up a zip line right here, because we're going to have a zip line here and have zip lines down here, maybe a zip line here, so that they can jump from zip to zip and then zip to here, and then from there they can run to here and then zip back to here to return everything. And that's why we're getting the extra haulers and extra builders, is because it takes a while to build stuff. And so now we're gonna have so many extra beavers with all the new housing we just built. We have one free bed, so we could actually probably do another set of houses throughout here. I was thinking, could I do that right there? Hold on. I can't do the triple, but I could do the double. But then again, that would require a second floor, which means I'd have to build around the flooring. And then this one right here, which we can deal with. So we're going to build that. We're going to set them up with a balcony here. And then there. More housing. More housing. We could do, yeah, we could do that. So we'll set up this one right here. Oh, right there. I didn't even think about that. We could set them up just like that. Yes. And then circular path. That should lead them up to their door. It does. Perfect. Perfect. And let's set them up with a little bit of decoration right here. The beaver statue is just one. We'll place a beaver statue right there. It's going to affect that house and all the beavers that are going to cross this line. All the beavers around here. That'll do a lot. That'll do a lot. I like it. Oh, and then, yeah, I guess we should set up this and this. That is not priority. That is not priority at all. Beaver working on chopping this stuff down. Great. We're in good shape. Now let's set up. We're going to set this up so that this dams up as well. It'll slow down energy for a bit and then it'll just start flowing from there. We got to get them down here. We can get them down here. We got to figure out a way to get them down here as well. Started. Everything's running here. Everything's running fine. This is all going to turn. So the red is going to come out this way. Hopefully this event, this is closed, right? Yeah, this is closed. So this should just be evaporating over time. See, all this water is stopping, unfortunately. Which stinks. Oh, well, into the drought. Let's pause everything. How long of a drought is it? 6 days? That's fine. They've been working on the dynamite here. I should have low priority that. So if we do build the aquatic farm, all of this space. All, yeah, okay, I like it. Right? Yeah. As long as we keep this one space here so that the bad water can't get over it, we're good. Now that this is done, we can start planning how things are going to be. And I'm looking at it. We can get something down here. We can set stuff up down here. I started that. This should always be green. So the food, the farming, we've got carrots, sunflowers, potatoes, wheat, and then these are the aquatics. So we need 4 farm areas, and I was thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. It just makes sense. So I was also planning on how big is the farm, the efficient farm. It's just big enough to fit in. So if we do something like this. And then we can just path them so they can reach all of that side. They can reach all of this side. They can reach all of that side. Oh, I just built my first dam of the entire like playthrough so far. And we'll have paths cutting come on, here and then here. Now to get them down there. The most efficient way to get them down there. What we're gonna need, like I said, we're going to need some zip lines. So we could actually, what is the zip line? Is that a 2x2? So if we build a platform, right there. And then build another zipline station. Like that there. We now just need to get them pathed down here. Build it like that. We have another access way. Across. We then just have to build another platform right here. 100 beavers! Let's go! And then we can set this up to go across here, like that. This path. And then we can just bring them here to this path. Now we just need to get them down there to build all this stuff for the first time. It shouldn't be too hard. We just do stairs right here. And just get a path down and over, just like that. And get a path across here, like this. Now, we can build a zipline station. I want to build it right here. So we're gonna need to build a pylon. Can I build it on top of it? Any of these? No. We just build the pylon here, and then connect to there, and then connect from here to here. And if we wanted to, we could do another zip line, but that should get that it's full red. That should get us to be able to build that. That should be able to get us to build that. Well, we're gonna need to actually path to this. So we're going to path across. I think what I'm going to do is pretty unnecessary, inefficient really as well. But we are going to need paths up and down throughout here so that they can get to each farming area. But this way they can circle. That's flowing perfectly. Fully up. Operational. This is up. But we're going to need to build a platform for that, aren't we? That'll work for that. Let's see how are things going over here. Everything's going well. Let's unpause all of our water. Our water is low. I feel like maybe we should set ourselves up with another nothing doing range. Yes, let's pause it for now because we're not going to use it. Set up another one of these big boy large tanks, or two. Maybe having 2 or 3 more of these over here. This way, if the water, we have over 100 beavers in our city, so we kind of need it all. But they're starting this stuff now, which is nice. And we prioritize. Oops. Prioritize that. We prioritize that and these right here. That'll just make stuff quicker. We have a hauling post. How many unemployed beavers? We have 3. So let's just max out the hauling post, and the builder's hut's maxed out. So that should just help us out as well with getting stuff around. Now, farming. So, food. We need... Where's farming? Farming right here. We need carrots. Let's get the carrots. No, let's not do the carrots there. What is the least amount of space? I think this is the least amount of space. 29 by 9. Let's do that for carrots. We need a lot of space for wheat because we make 2 different things for wheat. Then we'll go potatoes here. And we'll do sunflowers. I feel like sunflowers and carrots are the 2 things we need the least of. That up like that. And then what we'll do is actually set up storage. We'll set up large warehouses over here for each food item. No, I don't need to circle it, but I just like to. We've got nothing left to do here. We can get rid of you. And then this will just be for raw carrots. Carrots. Wheat. For potatoes. This way they gather stuff, they drop it off here, and we can use this as a supply. Oh no, this is applied to other warehouses. Let's accept goods. Accept goods. Yeah, I don't really know how that stuff works. Don't know how it works. Are these producing? I feel like they're not producing as much as they were, but I think they are. There we go. Zipline's done. So now it's just going to be easier for them to get this stuff done back and forth and all around here. And we've got the dam set up so that this should always stay good. Let's see how this is looking. They're not doing this because they've got other stuff working, because that's just what we set them up for. But with all that getting done, I'm going to be able to take out all of this. I think it might be time to get rid of the foresters over here. I don't think we need them anymore. I think their jobs are obsolete. Because we have the chestnuts here. We have the maples here, so this is a tapper shack, chestnut gathering, maple gathering, and then we've got the pine gathering here, which I could probably move some pine here, and then the tapper shack would be able to reach it. So let's do that with trees, pine. How far does this guy reach to back here? And then right there as well. Oh, pine. Which the Pine resin is just for the shiny planks, so you don't really need pine resin for much else. What is this? Wheat flour is empty, and that's because we're not really storing much wheat flour, which is fine. We got 2 grist mills. They're both making, one's making wheat, one's making cattail. That's good. That's good. The other good thing about doing this, what we're doing over here, is now if this does empty and drain out, or if it turns into bad water, we do not have to worry about this. We don't have to worry about this area ever. Like, this was our main area. We don't need it anymore. We could set up some dams or levees right here and start populating this side. Turn this into like a tree farm or something. We've got so much space now. I love it. I love it. So much greenery. I'm so happy. Now I'm hoping I don't have to move. Like, we'll see how this goes, because we have a couple of beavers working here. We'll see how this goes in terms of how far they actually reach. I thought, oh, they started this side for some reason, but they're over here, which they should be able to reach all of this. Hopefully they can get all the way back here, but I might have to get rid of some land, or so like I might have to do this, which I'll probably do. Just do that, and then same here. We'll do one of these. Oh, damn it. Let's get that done. High priority. Let's just get it done. Let's see how far they can reach out. If they can reach all the way over without having to actually have the path, then I mean, he can reach all the way over here. It looks like it. Looks like it. Oh, I missed 2 spots. What was this? Carrots? Yeah. It doesn't say that it's too far from a path, so we should be good. Should also start storing some wheat, because all the wheat flour we store is right here, I believe. Yeah, it's just 30, just enough to start making stuff. We should probably store some more cattail and wheat flour somewhere else. So let's do that. Let's build some storage. Together the wheat flour and cattail flour. No, not roots, cattail flour. Oh, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Oh, are you injured? Oh. Poor beavers are injured. This is looking good. I am so excited. I'm so happy about it. All right, let's do what I was saying here. Let's get 3 large tanks set up right here. We should have everything we need. The gears, metal blocks. We're good with metal blocks. We've got all that. So everything we need, let's get that built once this stuff is done and our mega farms are finished. There's only a little bit left. Hopefully we have enough beavers for each, which I think we do. I think we will. However, like, these guys can reach all the way down here and most of here. So if this one doesn't get built, that's fine. But we're all set up, and they have the dams. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this setup. Which food do we have in storage right now? Sunflower seeds, 14, 197. we have a decent amount of food in storage already, in general. So I could shut all this down right now. Especially since all these farms... The wheat's gonna take 10 days. Potatoes, they only take about 6 days. Some farms are gonna take 5. Yeah, I can turn this off. So, when it comes to planting crops, clear planting area. We no longer need this. So once these plants are done, once all these are done growing, we can get rid of the farmhouse up here, because they'll all be gathered. I can mark that for destruction. Plant trees, clear planting area. We'll do the same thing here. We don't need them anymore. I don't think we need them anymore. I don't. Like I said, if I feel like we should get more of these smaller logs, I can plant them over here. I'm thinking of maybe setting up a dam here to dam up this. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to do that. To just turn this into another area. Maybe we should district it out. Never really going to come back here anymore until I set up this, which I'm not going to set that up until I get rid of that. I wish I could turn this all green, and I probably could if I just extended out some water this way. I could turn it all green. I'm not going to worry about it. Yep, they're gathering the carrots already, so we were good to do that. Once this all gets cleared out, we can get rid of the farmer. So today we were very productive. In a sense, we're going to turn back on the Shiny Plank Workshop so that they can start doing that. But we were very productive today. We got a lot of stuff dealt with and moved that I've been wanting to do. The last thing, let's see how they're doing over here. They haven't done that yet because I've had so much building for them to do. We have 2 of our food storages. So the idea is they gather this stuff, they bring it over here. I feel like I should get... Should I do that? Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's just do it real quick. We need platforms. Oh, it's 3x2. Sorry. Oops. And let's high prioritize everything over here that we just did. And then connect this to here. So this way, they gather their things, they gather their food, they come here, they click there, and they drop it off here. And then the haulers should be grabbing this and bringing this elsewhere. Is what I think should happen. That's how I think that should work. And I'm going to keep these filled up with 3 beavers each, so I'm not worried about efficiency when they're going to be able to just move stuff back and forth very quickly. I think that's going to be fine. I think it's going to work no problem. So once that gets done, our mega farm will be done, and we'll be able to start working on our mega water farm. We do cut off some area because of this, because of the underwater. That's fine. We're going to have plenty of aquatic stuff to go through. This is a drop down, right? Trying to look. It does. It drops down here. Do I want to build? Well, no, because we have. I was trying to figure out if we wanted to build a dam here, but we have those bad water things right there. So no, we don't. But we could eventually cap that bad water source. That's not going to be our project for this time. But our mega farm is built. We're getting our final zip line set up so it makes our farmers easier to get things back and forth. You know what? Let's do one last thing. And we'll do that right here. That was something I probably should have thought about. Storage. Storage. Where are you? Storage. We'll store some carrots in here. We'll store some water in here. And we'll do the same thing right here. Do it same exact thing like that. We can do one there, and we can do one here. We'll store some carrots in here, and we'll store some water in here. This way, the farmers will have stuff to eat and drink when that's all built. So they can, but you know, the food shouldn't actually matter. The food parts don't matter. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need the food stuff. I just need the water. The food stuff would matter if these weren't farms, but they can get the food directly from the farms. The fact that they don't, they're silly. But the water, they can get the water right here. Our farm, our mega farm is done. Something I've been wanting to do for 3 days. I know I've said this like 6 times now. That is it. We're waiting for this last large warehouse for the potato storage to be done. These are just going to be for the raw food storages so that we can get stuff working and have a backlog for when food goes bad, water goes bad. We are in good shape to where now we don't have to worry about this stuff and this going bad because there's such a small water area and all of our food was coming from here. Now all of our food is coming from over here, which is beautiful and perfect. Our trees, I've stopped replanting these trees. I believe, yeah, it looks like as long as you don't cut them down, they will eventually grow. But once all of these trees are done, and once all of these trees are producing sap, I will mark everything for cutting and we'll get rid of that. And then I will mark all of this for destruction because we can set up a blueberry farm. Didn't we already set up? We do. We have a blueberry farm right over here. We don't need another one. I'm probably going to keep this mistake that I made over here, the sunflower farm over here, just because it gives a little character to the map. But I like the idea of having this whole area as our living zone. Maybe adding more beavers to live in here. We've got 15 beavers without jobs, so we can start trying to figure out other jobs and work for them to do and to have. The only thing that I can think of to do right now, which I'm holding off on until we clear off this, is to get a mine. But we should have, we're not really using bad water for anything, so we can max out this, but they're just going to be doing nothing. We could start advancing more sciencey things to do to refine everything that we have. We're going to need to start getting either maple and spatterdock and all that stuff so that we can make the battery and the fuel for the robots so that we can make the robots and assemble them. All of the robot stuff is going to be done back here, I think, is what I'm going to do. But I think a cool idea for next episode would be getting up here and doing that. Now that all the food is dealt with and sorted out, Hopefully we should have enough wheat being produced over time that like we're gonna have constant maple pastries and stuff. Oh, I gotta set this for water. But that's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys so much. If you like what you saw, please do me a huge favor. Hit the like button so the algorithm knows that people like you will like me too. Subscribe to the channel so you get updates, notifications when I go live and post new videos. And leave comments down below. Hints, tips, tricks. I respond to all comments back. Also, be sure to check me out live here on YouTube and on Twitch. Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Check out the other videos I make on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Thank you guys so much. Please be careful, be safe, don't do anything I wouldn't do, always hug your loved ones, and of course, like always, be sure to wear mismatched socks. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!